God damn, starting it all right. Whoop whoop. Welcome back to LHRPG. It's your boy Lil Nitro.
I like the way this is.
Right?
It's really dope.
I got these just for this campaign.
It's fucking awesome.
So, I know. Fuck you, deal with it.
Oh.
So, we got something way fucking different for today. We did not play this week, so we have no fucking fucks. We have no diary for you guys.
What the fuck was that?
Something fell off the table. But
We got like 3 different character shit to do.
so, big announcement. Jade's jumping in for the last 2 sessions of Never After. Who are you playing, sister?
Princess Aurora, Sleeping Beauty.
It's gonna be fun. I don't have to run her anymore as an NPC. It's gonna help a lot.
Y'all know y'all missed me at the table.
Yeah, because I love you, Tank, but you suck at picking up on clues. And Strife is normally pretty good at it, but with him doing it over video lately, it's adding difficulties.
Talk about Tink missing on clues. We flat out can tell her something and her still be confused. Like with when her dad almost died, and I'm like, oh no, he failed that with a this.
Yeah.
And she goes, what? Portent, I changed the role. What? I just saved him. Oh my god!
You really got to break it down.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to run a small little RP scene to give her some info from when she died. And then from there, we're going to do paperwork and shoot the shit with you guys. How does that sound? So, uno momento.
Oh, I'm a human.
Yeah. Have you not seen Sleeping Beauty?
Sorry. It caught me off guard because I never played. I just played a human for the very first time during that one shot, so it caught me off guard.
Yes. What species is Sleeping Beauty, everyone? You can't say race anymore. It's considered racist to use the word race.
Fuck wizards.
You heard me? Oh, you meant the class. I thought you meant the company.
I meant the company.
Cool. Yeah, fuck you. So, without further ado.
I don't know what a do is, but we will have no further of it.
Correct. So, you get smacked down by a fucking chairman. You wake up in your bed, in your tower.
No, that already happened.
There are no thorns. Now quit fucking arguing with me.
No, but, hold on.
You're laying in your bed.
Okay.
There's fresh flowers in a vase on the bedside table. Room smells nice. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Fuck it. Hallucinating and shit. Right off the bat.
So you're super fucking confused.
Yeah.
Let's here, show them what you rolled.
The very first roll. Have fun.
Welcome to Never After.
Can I get a different die, please?
I don't have one close by.
Oh, that one's gonna get me.
You're already dead. The fuck?
It's gonna get me fucked up worse.
Well, you know what I just realized? You're not fucking repping.
Neither are you.
Oh, that reminds me.
Do, do, do.
Like I said, you're not fucking repping.
Oh, that's dope. I need one of those.
You're not a hat person. That's why.
I'm more of a beanie person. I want a beanie.
I'm repping like a motherfucker, y'all. So,
Technically, we're both always repping.
anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let you retry that.
Thank you. I swear, if I roll it, it's a 20. I'm using these as portent.
You don't have portent.
Fuck.
You're a ranger, not a wizard.
12.
12?
12.
You hear footsteps coming up the stairs towards your room.
Can I move?
Yeah.
I want to hide.
Where?
Under the bed?
All right, give me a stealth check.
Where's the hole? Get the fuck up, Mike. 11.
11? All right, so you go start climbing under the bed. Your gown is still kind of hanging out the side. The footsteps get louder. And you can't see any feet, but you would swear that the sound is coming from in the room. Give me another perception check. Or here, your choice, perception or investigation.
That's going to be perception. That's mucho better. 19.
19. So you think you see something? It's weird. Like whenever you hear the steps moving, you can almost see like an outline, kind of like how when the predator is invisible, you can see, kind of like that as it moves through your room. And then you hear a female's voice go, I'm not going to hurt you. Are you going to come out? It sounds like she's standing right in front of the bed.
Can I be frozen with fear?
I guess you can.
Because I really don't know how to take this.
She says, are you the Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora?
Just a little squeak.
My name is Cinderella. I've been looking for you.
I'm a peek. Peek out.
You peep out?
Yeah.
You see the shape starts to like glimmer again as it pulls off a glass helmet. And you see a beautiful blonde woman wearing a glass tiara standing in front of you.
Eyes are gonna come out from under the bed.
She helps you to your feet.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she goes, okay, it worked.
Was that part of it, or was
No,
that the fly?
Was the fly. There was a fly.
What worked?
We found you.
We?
Yes, me and a couple of other princesses.
She's gonna get this like really confused look. Just be like,
She says, what do you know so far about the nature of what's happening?
All I know is I got hurt and I woke up here again.
Okay. Well, first things first, as like with before, your prince is not coming.
She's gonna get sad. She's gonna get sad.
Give me an insight check.
17.
She looks like she's about to say something and then stops herself. And she goes, Um, so we have good news and bad news. You're dead. You died.
Oh, man.
That's the bad news. The good news is you and I and another couple princesses, we can die at least more times than most people.
Well, most people die once, so is that like twice then?
I've died 3 times.
Huh?
Aurora, you're a story. We all are.
No, I'm a girl.
None of this is real.
No, I'm a girl.
Give me an insight check.
Oh. 23?
23. You see, like, dead. She is dead fucking serious. And she has a look on her face that it's kind of like one of those, like, please understand what I'm telling you looks. You know what I mean? Like when your parents are trying to convince you that smoking is not healthy when you're little, one of those looks.
Okay, so like Aurora knows that this woman actively believes what
Yes.
she is saying. Are you
Not really.
okay?
By the way, you can only really see her head right now. The rest of her's in glass armor, so it's kind of hard.
It's like refracting.
Yeah.
That's a really cool idea, though. So she's kind of like staring at her, like, "Is this bitch crazy?"
She's like, okay. People say that the times of shadow came to the never after. That's not entirely true. In a lot of ways, the never after began when the times of shadow began.
Aurora's gonna sit down on her bed, very confused.
She says, have you had any run-ins with fairies of any kind?
Yeah.
And?
You know, sleeping curs, briars, the works.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how to put this. We aren't really supposed to know about each other. We're not supposed to know how bad of a deal we got. Tell me this, in your story, how many decisions do you make?
None?
How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
A lot of our stories are unkind. And myself and the other princesses don't really agree with how it's supposed to go. And the fairies are doing their best to restore it. So I say, why can't we write our own stories? Take control of our own destiny.
So we're not real?
Give me another insight check.
Hello.
All right, go ahead.
17.
She looks at you and she says, if you look out this door, if you go down those steps, at the bottom is just nothing. We're not in your room. This is a memory. And it's unfinished. and she leads you to the bottom of the stairs, and you see what looks like the big white void from Harry Potter before the train station shit started filling in.
Mm-hmm.
And you see flashes of you and the story of Sleeping Beauty, and every one is slightly different. Some of them are deeply fantastical and romantic. Some of them are deeply abusive and violent. And she says, these are all the versions of your story that you've already lived through. But you don't remember any of this. You're seeing it like on a TV, like a montage.
Aurora's gonna, that thing that when people are in shock and they start backing up, she's gonna back into the wall like that.
She say anything?
No, she's just wide-eyed and shaking her head. Good thing there's no sanity checks in this.
You heard me? But at this point, you start to realize that she's not lying to you. Yeah. She's not crazy.
Right.
While you do me, she says the fairies don't want us to remember how many versions of our lives we've lived.
Tears kind of start swelling down. She's like, why? Why? That's all she can say is why.
I believe it's control. If they wanted to kill us, we'd be dead. They want to control us. And I don't know about you, but I don't much care for being controlled. When I first learned about this, I had many questions. Such as, why did this happen to me? Why, in so many versions of these stories, do I not get the prince? Why, if in some versions of my stories the mice have one name, how come in others they have no names at all? And why, in every version of my story, is my mother dead? If I've had a fairy godmother this whole time, I cannot be certain that she is not just as responsible for the death of my mother as she is the fortune that came to me upon visiting the prince's ball.
So what now? What?
We are recruiting princesses. We've looked through the different versions, the different worlds, and we've found one where we are victorious. And in that version, we have a number of 7. We need 7 princesses. Right now we have 3, including myself. Which is why I came to find you. And I almost found you. I remember I got to your tower and you weren't there, but I saw you through a piece of parchment on the wall.
That was you? I thought you were a prince.
She says, and then, so I found you. I found out you were awake, and then you died. So that was kind of upsetting. But, we have a lead on a 4th. I do not know her name because when we saw her, she could not speak. But all I know is she's on some sort of wooden structure by a coastline.
Sounds like a ship.
She says, where is it? I would not have been able to reach you in this plane unless you had come in contact with some sort of significant artifact. Do you have any memory of interacting with anything? Or?
Pause. This would be that book, right? The storybook.
Yes.
So that's what she says. The storybook where I saw you.
What book?
I don't know. It's just a book with stories in it, and people go into it and become stories.
The only thing you really know about it, other than that, is that Pinocchio is the one that activated it.
I'm not gonna say that
I'm
part
not saying
just
you have
yet.
to, but I was giving you the info in case you wanted to.
Right, but I'm not gonna say that part just yet.
Okay. She says, we have something for you. And she hands you like a small satchel made of like burlap or something. It's about the size of a little smaller than that purse.
Okay.
But it's made out of like a white burlap material. And just on a feel, you think there's about 3 items inside. She says, this is what I can give you. One last thing. Beware of fairies. They do not mean you well. I would also say, keep an eye out for any witches. They have not directly opposed us at this time. And then, in fact, in many instances, has been helpful. But we believe in time they're more likely to side with the fairies than us. Give me one more insight check.
25. I thought of something funnier than 24.
You can hear, like, in the back of your mind, Prince Henry's voice.
The Frog Prince.
Calling for what he says as the gander. You're still at the bottom of the stairs, yes. The montage that's happening in that little void switches, and you see a vision of your dead body laying in the forest. All of your companions are just now getting up. And the Frog Prince has called a giant black goose to the field and says, I'm ready for my second wish. The gander smiles menacingly. He says, I want you to bring back Aurora. And the gander just goes, granted, and flies off. And you are sucked into the void and wake back up in your body with that satchel physically with you.
So it just like materialized in my hand?
Yes. Would you like to see what's in it?
Yes. Ooh, I got 3 magic item cards.
Sorry about that, y'all. We have to keep cutting it because kids keep coming in.
These are awesome.
And I don't know if you've put it together, but it's one personal item from each of the princesses that have banded together so far.
Right, so there's Cinderella, Snow White, and Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Is Belle gonna have like scars across her face from the beast or some shit?
Oh, it's way worse.
Oh, I was joking.
No, it's way worse. You'll find out when you guys actually meet them face to face, but yeah, it's worse than that.
So is that where we're ending the RP?
Yes.
I figured as much.
So what'd you think?
I'm trying to do like you said and play her like Elle or Ella or
yeah.
Giselle. That was her name.
Yeah.
Giselle.
I was thinking of Ella Enchanted.
Yeah,
for some
but that's
reason. But no, the movie's just called Enchanted.
Yeah, Ella Enchanted is different.
Yeah, she's like all wide-eyed and whimsical and shit. Yeah.
But
all
like
right.
starting to realize the morbidity of it all.
Mm-hmm.
You can see right there.
God damn it, woman.
It's been a hot minute.
It hasn't. It's been
Almost half an hour.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Less than half an hour. You can't hold your nicotine down for a fucking half hour. I hold my shit down for an hour at a time, minimum. Unless I'm drinking and then I chain smoke like a bitch.
Or gaming.
Yeah, or gaming. But that takes a lot out of me.
Because when we game, we all chain smoke like a bitch.
I need to refuel when we're gaming. So, let's go ahead and level her up now. I believe she should be at level 6 total. Do you want to cross class or stick with Ranger?
What does she have so far at level 3 for Ranger? Let's see. Favorite enemy is fairies. Okay, that'll work. Natural explorer, forest, fighting style, archery. Primeval? Primeval awareness. What's that?
Let's look it up. Where's the Ranger page?
And she's got to be at level 6, so we're doing 3 levels.
Yeah. Which archetype does she have?
Archetype hunter.
Okay.
And we said I took the spinning wheel, right?
The spindle.
Or the spindle.
From the spinning wheel. Here. Alright, so use your action and expend a spell slot to focus awareness on a region around you. And it takes 1 minute per spell level. And if successfully cast, you get information of the creatures within a 6-mile radius of you that are considered either aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. It doesn't tell you how many of them are there or where they are, but it does tell you that they are within a 6-mile radius of you. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, baby.
Okay.
My wife tried to call while we're filming it. I'm so sorry. I will call her as soon as we wrap this up.
You see the spell list. Animal friendship, cure wounds, ensnaring strike, goodberry.
The animal friendship is your singing spell. The little birds, that's
Hill of thorns, speak with animals. There's the grasping vine, conjure volley. What's that?
That's what Sandra Lynn cast at Leviathan that took out half the pirates with one move.
That's what that was?
All those arrows that she conjured?
Yeah.
That's a volley.
I forgot Sandra Lynn was a ranger. Animal messenger, beast sense, cordon of arrows.
It gives you more arrows.
Oh, okay. Dark vision, lesser restoration, spike growth, conjure barrage. Now, Aurora is the only close to healer in the group, right?
Yes.
What are the best spell lists for healing?
Cleric.
So let's multi-class in 3 levels of cleric.
Okay.
Now that she knows that she has the chance of coming back from death, she's gonna want to try and make sure she's around to help her friends.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Okay. So just bump the level up to 6, and then where it says class, erase that, put R/C. Or put R3/C3. Make sense?
Yeah.
That way
This
the
pencil
level
is
box
not
can
as
be
dark
for your
as the
character
original one
level,
you
but the
used.
class box will show each class's level.
Right. Yeah, whatever pencil you used originally is darker than this one, so it's a struggle.
Yeah, no, you don't have to have it the same darkness.
No, but when I erase it and I write over it with this, it's so light it blends into the erased previous.
I don't have any more dark ones.
So I'm having to like... Okay. So level 6, R3/C3.
Okay.
See what we get for that.
Your proficiency bonus goes up to a +3.
Hey, do I get to pick a feat for that first level in Cleric?
No, we don't go by class level for that. We go by character level.
Oh, okay.
But you will get to pick a feat for hitting 4th level.
Yeah. Okay.
So, your hit dice for Cleric is a D8. So, like right under that D10, we'll here put a R dash in front of the D10.
And then
C dash, and it's a D8. And remember that every time you roll for hit points, you add your con mod. Let's get it cracking, y'all.
I like my smokes. Curse the sky.
We're leveling up, Aurora. Okay. You get proficiency in light and medium armor. Down. Oh, you've already got that. And shields, you've already got that. Okay.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You don't have any weapon proficiencies on there?
Apparently not.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wait. Yes. Small and medium weapons. It's right there.
That's armor.
And that says weapons.
Simple and martial. Not...
Yeah, that one.
God.
I've not been sleeping well.
Okay. What saving throws do you have so far?
Strength and dex.
Add wisdom and charisma. You got the 2 most important saves right there. Dex and wisdom. Now you just need con. That's the 3rd most. It's like a trio of the ones that get. Because strength saves and charisma saves and intelligence saves really don't happen very often.
Right.
It's normally con, dex, or wisdom.
You know what's funny is you can multi-class, so many different ways. Mm-hmm. So if you play it right, you can have every single one of them.
Oh, yeah. Depending on what you... That's for mid-maxers like Strife to build. Which he probably is going to when we get around to doing Tomb of Horrors.
I saw something that I so think we should do.
You want to play Tomb of Horrors?
Yes. I said that from jump. From jump.
I'm gonna give you. It's not a spoiler for the game because it's technically there's no story to it. It's a dungeon crawl, but the main villain was trained and mentored by Vecna.
Fucking yeah, I want to do it. Is it Koss?
No, it is not Koss. There's a picture of him on the wall somewhere. He's on the book too. He's on the Dungeon Master's Guide. No. Look for a picture of the Dungeon Master's Guide. I have the alternative art for the main 3 core books as coloring pages that I colored and hung up. She's looking the wrong way, guys. Warmer.
Is the Beholder?
No.
Damn it.
He's purple.
Ooh.
What is Vecna? So what do you think his trainee is?
Is purple. I'm excited. When are we doing that?
I don't know.
Quickly.
But I know you're all going to be playing level 20 characters.
Oh.
I want you to build them as broken and overpowered as possible. Meaning if you want to cross class into every fucking class you can, so long as your character level doesn't exceed 20. And then I will be giving you guys 10 points to spend on magic items of your choice out of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh, we're going to be fucked. It's going to be a TPK.
Meaning, if you wanted to, you could spend all of your points to get 2 legendary items.
He's not going to give us all this shit without there being serious fucking consequences. So this is gonna be a TPK.
I've said it before. I said it again. I've run Tomb of Horrors 3 times, and so far every time has been a TPK.
If it's as satisfying as Uncle Timothy's will, I'm okay.
I don't think it is. It's really not. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Hang on, y'all. My wife just texted me. She's like, I'm not sure. I was trying to watch your live. I'm like, can't go live. We have to do the pre-recorded stuff. Sorry, you guys. Give me just a second. Okay. So, where were we?
We were fixing to do 3 levels of cleric.
Well, we were talking about something while I was getting there.
Tomb of Horrors. We were talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Tomb of
yeah,
Horrors.
yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. And because there's a couple rooms in there that legit you can't beat.
Right.
You walk in and die, and there's no save against it. It's fucked up. So, I give you guys that shit. I still do the character creation with you one-on-one like we would for a campaign. But I want you to strife the fuck out of it. And I'm going to be taking all the different parts of it that are just made to fuck you and replacing those with combat. That way you have a chance to actually win at it.
Right.
I didn't do that the first 2 times I ran it. And people were very upset.
You did it the third time.
So the third time, yeah, the third time I did that and it was still a TPK.
Holy shit.
And I want to put this out there. We had Nexus playing. Nexus, Rob, and Slickback were all playing. And it was a TPK. Oh, and Inferno was playing. So all 4 of my murder hobos that I used to play with still died.
Jesus!
Nexus stuck it out the longest.
It reminds me, I saw this, the guy that I was telling you about that I watched that does the different D&D videos, the Asian guy that I got the idea for Control Water.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of his shorts.
He's got one, and it was either him or Dungeon Master Therapy guy, but they basically suggested GM has every player at the table come up with the most overpowered character they can. It's like a lesson against constantly doing OP characters. And so they all do, and then they make backup characters that are simple and regular at level 1.
Uh-huh.
And you take the OP characters, and it's a fucking battle royale amongst them, PvP style. And whoever is the last one standing and the most OP out of all of them, hand it to the GM, and that's the big bad for the next campaign.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah!
That sounds cool.
I know, right?
I forgot his name, but shout out to the long-haired Asian dude that does D&D content.
And shout out to Dungeon Master Therapy guy, because I don't remember which one of them it was. But Dungeon Master Therapy guy's really cool. He's the one who, I got the idea about the popcorn launcher that you won't have me have. He's the one that talked about that.
Yeah, fuck that
I
guy.
want the popcorn cannon.
So, what skills do you have?
Animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, stealth, and survival.
All right, add the following. History. Medicine.
Fuck is... There it is. Okay.
Persuasion. And religion.
I'll do the math on them later.
In your feats and traits box here,
Yep.
you get channel divinity once per rest. Let me see if it's short or long. Give me a second. short or long rest. Let me see what that. Okay, so that is basically how you do your turn undead. Cool? Which makes them like flee from you. You gotta pick a domain. So
Now, bringing a corpse to be undead is create undead, correct?
yes.
Okay.
So domain options are knowledge, life, light, nature, tempest, trickery, and war.
What's a light domain about?
You follow one of the gods of light, Helm, Lathander, Foltest.
Isn't the light domain what Zarina was before?
No.
Oh.
I think she was life domain originally. Or maybe trickery. Let's see. Clerics of a god of light are enlightened souls, infused with radiance and power of their gods, discerning vision, charged with chasing away lies and burning away darkness. Spells you would get for that include Burning Hands, Fairy Fire, Flaming Sphere, and Scorching Ray.
Which one is going to do best for healing? Is that going to be life?
Yes.
Okay, then that's down. What we're going to do.
Okay, so put life domain. Alright, go to your spell sheet and you're going to get 4 spells that you can cast once per day without spending any points. Cool?
Okay, where should I write those?
You don't have access to these, so you can put them anywhere here. Ranger spells only go up to here, and I think clerics don't. And you're not going to hit level... Hang on, let me see what... Where's the spell list? Almost. I overshot it. There we go. Cleric. Oh, clerics do go all the way up, but you just put it somewhere where you know. You can write them down here if you want.
You just put them right over here.
Cool. You put a little mark next to it, like DS for domain spell or something, you know?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Bless. Cure wounds.
Hang on. Okay.
You get both of those?
Yep.
Lesser restoration.
I have that one.
I know.
I'll have to change that one.
Yep. I think you have cure wounds too, so you can swap that out.
Yeah, I do.
And spiritual weapon.
Okay.
You now have proficiency with heavy armor now. So that gives you all the armor proficiencies.
Okay.
Here, Disciple of Life. What that does is anytime you use a spell level 1 or higher to heal someone, they get an additional 2 plus the spell level of hit points added to that roll. You can do that to yourself as well. You get Preserve Life through your Channel Divinity. It's the same thing that runs your turn undead. As an action, you can present your holy symbol to evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level.
Okay.
That's what the Disciple of Life does. Cool. Okay.
Now, for this, when I go to do spells, I change Greater Restoration and Cure Wounds to something else.
Not greater, lesser restoration.
Or, you know what I mean? I changed Lesser Restoration and Cure Wounds to something else that's on the Ranger list, and then I flip to the Cleric list and take what I want from there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you are now. You're gonna get spell points for both classes, so your spell points are gonna double. How many do you have? So you're gonna have 28 spell points.
Nice. Not too shabby.
Not at all.
I can do some pretty good damage or help with.
She texted back. There we go. Oh, I didn't put that out, and it's burning the filter, and it fucking stinks.
I hate when that happens.
All right. Is that all we get from your class? I think. For cleric.
I think so. I don't know. I've never done a cleric before, or a ranger.
Oh.
So this is gonna be fun for me.
Okay, it's the same. These are going to go up because your proficiency bonus went up. You get a +1 to one of your ability scores. Remember, the modifier goes up when it goes from odd to even, not even to odd.
Right. So if I put it on Constitution, it'll take it up to a 14, which will give me a +2.
Correct. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, because you make con checks more often than I will be making any strength checks, and those are the two that are at +1 right now.
All right. And then anything that's filled in using your proficiency bonus or your con stat is going to go up too.
Yeah. So proficiency is a +3, so I just got to add a 1 to these, right?
Yep. You can pick out your spells on your own time.
Yeah.
And no,
I can use
neither of these classes get wish or plain shift.
Or time stop.
Or fucking time stop.
Or power word kill.
No, they don't.
Or fireball, or
I don't know. They might get
delayed blast fireball.
Like, I don't know. Clerics might get fireball. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they do, but
just
it's possible.
Plain shift and time stop.
It's possible. That's all. Right. Fuck
power
that
word.
shit.
He is very particular about what spells I'm not allowed to get.
Because she has fucked me many times.
I'm not the one that flooded hell.
You're the reason hell was flooded, though. Still your fault.
Okay, so when we do the either Tomb of Horrors or if we do the other thing and we make super OP characters, I get to take those spells, right?
Yes.
Fucking A.
So.
But yeah, I can use Tink and Strife's books for my spell list.
Yes. However, you do need to pick. You can pick out a feat on your own time too.
Yep.
Write down that you get a feat, and then we need to upgrade.
Raining?
It might be. I don't know.
I know my windows are up.
Why would you not roll your windows up?
I usually do, but I don't know because I didn't roll them up earlier today.
Motherfucker, we're in Cairo.
Because it was so hot. Where are my keys?
Over here.
Yeah, I'm not up there.
Okay.
First, I'm going to open this door and see if it's actually raining. No.
It's not.
It's wind.
Alright, cool.
Okay. I do have to go check my windows when we're done with this video.
Yeah.
Alright, so +1 feet. Anything else I need to write down? For Aurora.
That's what I'm trying to think. However, I think we might do those other ones off the air because this one's already approaching an hour.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I think this will be good for this episode. It's a Never After episode, and then we can do those off camera.
And then, we can get this done, take a break while you
did
get
you upgrade
situated.
your hit points? I don't think you did.
No.
So,
my AC.
you took 3 levels of cleric, right?
Yes.
Alright, so, and what's your con mod? A 2?
Yep, it is now.
Alright, so you're gonna, let me get you some D8s here.
But yeah, we'll take a break in between Aurora and Bex so that you can get the video situated.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Bex and Adrian done that way. Off air. Sound Gucci?
Yeah.
I definitely have to have your help doing Adrian.
Oh, okay. Roll these and add. Roll those and add 16.
16?
Yep.
Nine. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25.
That's your
So
hit point.
add that to my HP. Or my max
add
HP.
that to your max.
So 25 plus 31 is 56.
Ooh.
Right?
I think.
56.
Wait.
31 plus 25. 1 plus,
Yes.
Yeah, 36. Should I be at my full HP since it's going to be
You will be,
a new
yes.
day? So go ahead and erase that.
Yeah, just erase it. Okay. I think that's all we have.
Yeah, because I can do the adding over here later. I don't have to fuck with adding any languages or anything, right? Because that comes from background, right?
Correct. And it runs off your intelligence mod, and that hasn't gone up.
Alright.
I think that's all we need for her, so we're good on that. So,
Look forward to me joining the Never After posse.
which means I'll have a more talkative co-star next episode.
And it means a lot of hints will not go.
I mean, they still will, but someone will be there to back it up.
I at least this time, I won't be sitting here going, "Oh, I'm the Elven Oracle!"
I wasn't even going to bring that up. See what she done did? Would you like to, before we go, show the players what was in your little satchel?
Yeah, so I got these 3 nifty magic items from my new 3 allies, I guess you could say.
Well, they consider all the princesses sisters.
Oh, so...
Which is why when you were looking in the book, she was like, "Sister, you're awake."
Okay, so they consider me their sister.
Yes.
So my 3 new sisters then.
The name of their adventuring party is Daughters of the Crown.
Oh, that's dope. That works really... Hey, do I have a tiara or anything on?
You do.
Awesome.
Solid gold.
I love how Cinderella's was glass.
Uh-huh.
All
So
right.
is her armor and her... She's... Also, you couldn't see them, but she had an armor shield and a glass shield and a glass polearm.
She is badass.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I be that badass? So wait, I am.
You will be.
So one is the poison apple that the fuck bitch gave Snow White.
I apologize for the glare. I just made these to 5 minutes before we started.
This is what you were over there doing?
Yes.
And you were like, "Don't look over here."
Yes.
Okay.
You see how quick I did that?
Right? Skills. Okay. Then Belle's magic mirror that she got from the Beast. And I really like this one because it's miniature until I need it.
Uh-huh.
Cinderella's pumpkin carriage from
Cinderella.
from the Fairy Godmother.
Uh-huh.
But it's like miniature until I need it, and then it'll grow and it'll fit 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like the magic mirror. Once belonging to the Beast, this silver mirror shows the wielder whatever they wish to see in the world, so long as they speak it aloud. This ability can be used 3 times per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
I can use this to help us track down Ariel.
I mean, you're already there. You know she's here somewhere. You just don't know where yet.
Right, but
you
if I
could
do that, I
also-
can check out her surroundings and use it to.
And they you guys don't have the teapot carriage anymore, meaning you don't have the magic mirror from Snow White's story anymore, meaning now you can use this as a way if you guys get lost and don't know what you need to be doing, you could be like, yo, what's our next goal? Where do I need to be?
You could do that?
Yes.
I would have never thought to do that with Beast Mirror.
It shows you whatever you want to see as long as it's in the world.
Show me the piece.
All right, so anything to add before we?
Just that I am very excited to be back with the group and very excited to be able to jump in and help out, because that was one thing that you and I had discussed closer about first couple of sessions of this campaign.
Yeah.
They had got to like session 2 or 3 and you were worried that you were going to have to cancel. And I was like, I'd come help. I can't. It's too far. And you're like, I know. If we'd thought about this then, I could have come anyways.
I told you that. But, fuck, I was about to say something. And I lost it. Y'all see this shit? I'm losing my mind.
I lost it a long time ago.
Shut the fuck up. No!
Thank you, brother.
I've only got 2 packs left, so you're going to have to cut it back some. Oh yeah. Hopefully, keep an eye out here in about a month or so, month and a half maybe, we should be starting session 0 for Fantasy High Junior Year.
Session 0 is going to be fun.
Oh yes.
Oh, and I did.
And I have a hell of a cliffhanger planned depending on how you play this.
Depending on how I specifically play this?
Yes, because I can't tell you what I have planned.
On camera?
At all.
Oh.
But I still need you to be able to play along, you know what I mean?
Can you give me like a hint without spoiling?
Oh yeah, we're gonna end it beginning the chase that we're gonna open up the first session with.
Oh, okay, so I've got to play it to where it'll end perfectly to line that up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can do that. We got
Yes,
this.
we
We can
got
steam
this.
and get this shit done.
So until next time, guys, which might, depending on Doyen's mom, we might be back next week. So until then, woo woo.